What's up, Royals? I'm yours truly, King Chris. Welcome back to the conversation. This conversation is going to take us to Wisconsin. I'm going to go ahead and cue in the video and then we'll talk about it.
Desaria Irvin's sixth-grade son Xavion learned about ancient Mesopotamian law, Hammurabi's code. I can see how they're learning about this era, but the wording of the question and the statement, it was just wrong. The activity presented different scenarios, but the one that drew controversy at Patrick Marsh Middle School asked this: a slave has disrespected his master by telling him, "You are not my master. How will you punish this slave?" It made me think of how they would treat me if I was in person in class. What would they think of me? And would they treat me like I was an outsider, and it made me feel scared and unsafe. Irvin says she took her frustration to the teacher and the principal. Later that day, Principal Rebecca Zahn explained in an email to all families the purpose of the activity was to help students understand how order was kept in the early civilization, how the laws were developed, and how unjust they were. She continued, "We know that it caused harm to our students and their families. Our intent missed the mark, and for that we are deeply sorry." To really give this a name, is this an act of racism? The family also connected with Michael Johnson, the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. He says he took the issue to the superintendent.
It's a lack of cultural competency. It's a lack of training. And there might be some underlying issues that we don't know about.
So there was 2 female teachers that I found to go with this, and here they go. This is just makes no sense. It's ridiculous. It's Black History Month. And this is continual behavior and pattern from these schools, from these teachers, from these race soldiers. It's time out for them to stop saying that they're making excuses. Oh, we didn't know that it was insensitive. We didn't know this. We didn't know that. They know that it's wrong, and they continue to do it, and they continue to get away with it. They don't need to be suspended. They need to be fired, and they need to lose their teaching license, because this is a race issue. Now, we're going to move on to Nevada.
Kind of like Duck Duck Goose. Kind of like Duck Duck Goose, but not really.
What's it called again?
It's called Hunter Chase the Slave.
This video captures the moment Jolena Simpson's 6-year-old told her about a new game that she learned in class at Lewis E. Rowe Elementary.
You can have a gun, or you can get caught and get whipped.
Jolena says she was in disbelief and even teary-eyed as she listened to her daughter explain how this Chase the Slave game worked.
This is a game that we can play, whips and dogs.
And why? Why does that hit you so hard?
Well, because I am a Black woman, and Black people live with the repercussions of slavery in this country every day.
Jolena says she went to the school and spoke with the principal, Jeffrey Shaber, face-to-face. The next day, Shaber sent a letter to parents telling them about the incident, saying in part, "We will not tolerate behaviors that contradict an inclusive community and impact the needs of our students. Please know that this matter is currently being thoroughly investigated."
It was
No apology.
depicting
Excuses.
horrors in a light that does not
These
give
beasts.
the correct weight to what happened.
Jolena says she's not sure what lesson students were supposed to learn from this game. But if it had anything to do with Black History Month, she says this teacher missed the mark.
It is.
Okay, before we get into the violence, also I want to talk about this right here. In Charlotte, North Carolina, students was asked to cite 4 reasons why Africans made good slaves. A 9th grade teacher in the suburban Atlanta area assigned the kids math word problems about slavery and beatings. A high school in Los Angeles redid a slave ship, had the students to lie on the floor in the dark and the teachers were the slave captains. In New Jersey, they did posters advertising auctions of slaves. And then right here in Nevada, they are playing slave chase me down games. What the hell? At this point, I really do think that white teachers or any other color race besides black and brown skinned people should not teach African American history, black history. Black history should only be taught by black and brown skinned people. They continue to keep missing the mark. And this is beyond disturbing. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. And this doesn't make any sense. And my thing is, we know the crimes that they do. We know what they do. We know that they are massacres. Police brutality. You know that they love killing unarmed black men and women. And all the white women Karens of the world. So now if we played a game with them and now if we played a game about them doing what they do, letting the black people do their crimes, would that be wrong? We already know that the black teacher is going to get fired right away, and he or she will not be able to teach again. Will not be able to teach again. They will take those teacher certification, license, or whatever it away. They will take it away from them. This is what needs to be in this situation. This is horrible. I'm sick and tired of them apologizing. Sick and tired of them saying, oh, we didn't mean it that way. We missed the mark. Well, I be damned. When are you going to stop missing that mark? It's just the pink skin and the pinkish pigs of it all. Doesn't make any sense. Royals. This got to stop. And they got to know that we're sick of their excuses. We're sick of their lame apologies. Got to stop. As I told you, this is a small platform, but we're going to share it all. Every time these wicked old evil devils do something, we're going to talk about it right here on this platform. We're small. So what I'm asking is you to meet me down in those comments. Go ahead and like this thing. Go ahead and share it out. Till we meet again. I love you guys so much, my black and brown skin people, with a really, really big hug. Remember, always stay up, never down. May God bless.